Yeah. Yeah. She loves me not. I'll find you in another's eyes. The promise of another life, cool, but what's on the other side? With whom you gonna trudge the aisle? Open arms if wasn't mine. For whom you gonna become a bride? The moon I flung among the skies. Who view you as another guy? I surely love to meet him if this church should come in other sizes. Otherwise, I much prefer surprise and news your lover. I struck that line, but it just crept erupting from inside. I want you to be happy. How you happy with another guy who's rafting me? Is he just as fine as rattling? Not gonna lie, is that enough to cut a tie? Don't mean to blow you up this time of night. Can't scrub you from my mind. I'm tripping, dragging, and fashion up some replies. Just make it make sense to me. Yeah, am I so much of a stain to you? Mistaked you, you can't erase history. Yeah. Everything I ever gave to you, he gained it from you, making plays, benching me. Yeah, I was crazy making you wait on me. I'm late, but I ain't think you take shit from me. Yeah, all the way.
And now your Utah Jazz starting five. At the shooting guard position, at 6'9", number 19, Ace Bailey. The man in the middle, standing 7'2", number 24, Walker Kessler. Starting at the other guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 3, Keontae George. At power forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 20, Jaren Jackson Jr. At the other forward position, 7 feet 1 inch, number 23, Lauri Markkanen. Your head coach is Will Hardy. Your Utah Jazz.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. Jake LaRavia out there with James. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Utah, Jaren Jackson is out there with Walker Kessler. Then there's Bailey. Then it's George. And it's Markkanen in at the 3 slot. Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throwing the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
Well, the 7-footer Ayton, when he's this close to the basket, he's looking for the jam.
Doncic against George. Bailey with a wide open look. A 3-pointer off the mark. Reeves against Kessler. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
A dynamic scoring guard. Reeves looks for his spots and has proven to be a very good shooter.
Markkanen can't get it to go. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. As you might expect, we talked about the game plan for defending Luka Doncic. Coach stressed that they'll double team him often, saying, quote, "We want him to feel challenged on every single shot. I don't want him to get exactly what he wants out there." Sounds like Luka should expect hands in his face at all times tonight. Back to you guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
And once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job. Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Jazz have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Markkanen in the corner for the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They are tearing through the league right now with 15 wins in a row.
Well, just to be able to be on the call and see these guys in person is a real treat. They've been the talk of the NBA during this streak. The question now becomes, can they sustain the focus and level of intensity? They are looking quite comfortably in control, so it's going to be interesting to see.
And Stan, Utah has been all about basketball up until last year. The Jazz, the only major professional sporting franchise in the state.
Yeah, now they've got hockey, but from the venerated days of Stockton and Malone in the 80s, basketball has become effectively the state sport of Utah.
And you know the drive is coming from Reeves, but you still can't stop it.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Some teams live and die by the 3. Let's check out the best. The Lakers, number 1.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier. Offensively, they've been incredibly accurate from long range.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Bailey passes to George. Jackson with the screen. Another miss by Utah. Los Angeles leading by 8. It's stolen by Bailey. Pass to Kessler. Here's the floater. It's hauled in by Doncic. Over in the corner, LaRavia. And the shot goes in.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Left side, Markkanen. They could use a bucket, and it's good on the layup.
Well, you got to say, he was due to sink one. 4th time's the charm.
James, a screen on George. Floats it up for James. And LeBron throws it down.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
Jazz trail by 10. George with the ball. Still yet to score. And the rejection by Ayton.
So much effort on the defensive side for DeAndre Ayton, owning the paint.
Shoots a fader. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Yeah, it wasn't their finest hour or finest 2 hours. It has to be a matter of pride for them this time.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Kessler. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Well, gobbling up boards is what Kessler does best. Got some points out of that one, too.
Jackson against LeBron. Oh, jammed by Ayton.
The big fella, Ayton, suspended in the air as he's creating.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Collyer's checked in. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for the Lakers. So the Jazz, their last game, a loss to the Thunder. Pass to Markkanen. Outside Jackson. Drains the three-pointer. Jackson's got it back down to within single digits for the Jazz.
Yeah, I like the assertive approach from Jackson Jr. Not hesitating for a second off the catch.
That bucket in no time at all. LeBron's got 7 points.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
What a unique skill set Jaren Jackson Jr. coach brings to the floor.
No question, Kevin. He's a two-way player, a defensive player of the year who also has proven he can be a primary scorer, and he can score it from the three-point line, or he can put it on the floor and go to the basket. Plus, he's got a post game. This is one of the most versatile players in the league. That high release that Markkanen has is such a weapon for him, especially in a catch-and-shoot situation.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Collier. He's coming off a 16-point game against Oklahoma City. And the rejection by James.
They've been sensational on the backcourt to start this game. Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Jazz trail by 14. Outside Jackson. Pass to Markkanen. Lets it fly. Lakers with the rebound. James has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Here's Hayes. The three for Doncic. Rebounded by Jackson.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Back to George. Nice ball movement by Utah. Jackson with the screen. Collier. The Jazz again can't hit it. Lakers leading by 14. And they double up James. Reeves outside. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one. Kessler screen on Doncic. Outside Markkanen. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Markkanen's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Substitutions here. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for LeBron James. .107 left to play in the first quarter. Outside for Smart. In the corner, it's James. No good from outside. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. It's a 14-point game. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
And Smart the bucket on the assist by James. James has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. 17 seconds left to play in the first. In the corner, George with it. A shot that time, not on target.
I mean, that's the shot to take. He just couldn't get it to go.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Lakers lead by 17. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
And the Lakers have possession. 17-point lead, their biggest. Nurkic is out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then it's Collier. Then it's Keontae George. And it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Here's Collier after the basket by the Lakers. Pass to Sensabaugh. Over Smart, got a piece of it.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
From deep, Reed. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against the Jazz. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now. Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Here's James. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And finished off by Nurkic.
And uses balance along with fluidity to finish at the rim. Nurkic is a unique big.
Now here is Hachimura. 17 points in his last outing.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Here's Collier, still without a basket. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
No doubt he is capable of getting hot. Reeves is a machine when that stroke is there for him. And I think we're seeing that tonight.
Lakers have gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in the second. What a quarter so far. James kicks to Hayes. Pass to Reeves. Get the teardrop, and the layup is up and in. Reeves has got 7 now in this quarter.
How about the toughness there by Reeves, meeting the defense inside and getting that one to go.
Utah calls timeout. is also making a change. Vanderbilt's checked in for Jackson Hayes. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. George dishes to Markkanen. Another miss by Utah. The Lakers on offense. They're on a 16-7 run. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top floor generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow. If we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I got to go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, the NBA has its eyes on the old continent. Commissioner Silver said there continues to be an enormous opportunity to take basketball to another level in Europe. The quality of the basketball there has been fantastic, and we think there's a commercial opportunity to create something special. Guys, back over to you.
Appreciate the update, Allie. Thank you. The first one falls.
Well, he's a competitive guard who plays with a real edge. Smart helps set the tone for the attitude of this team.
Jackson, he's checked in for Kyle Filipowski. Here's Collier. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Fires from deep. Vanderbilt with the rebound. LA's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Tuesday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Friday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for their matchup with Phoenix, it won't be an easy one given it is coming on the back end of a back-to-back. But they've been playing some fantastic basketball lately. And when you are winning back-to-back, you're feeling good about yourself. Checking out the numbers for Rui Hachimura. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 11 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Yeah, he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his groove. He isn't forcing anything, and he's making the most of his chances.
Now here's James. Last game he had 13. Reeves gets the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Outside, Markkanen. Outside, Jackson. Wants to get it to Kessler and does. Back to Jackson. 5 to shoot. Will it go? Another miss by Utah.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around. The defense gave him a little space, and he took it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Smart. He has 5. Pass to Hachimura. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Hachimura's got 10 points in the game.
Just solid with the jump shot. Hachimura helps your offense in a number of ways. In that case, spacing the floor.
Now here's Markkanen. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now Vanderbilt, scoreless thus far. drills it from outside.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. On the wing, Jackson launches a three. That's good for George on the assist by Jackson. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
A lot of confidence from George shooting the three early in his career.
There's the three. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Utah is shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. Pass to Markkanen. Kessler against Vanderbilt. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Jackson. It's tipped. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Los Angeles.
Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there. The Lakers, number 1.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Collier, he's checked in for Keontae George. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Vanderbilt. James comes in for Rui Hachimura. Jake LaRavia is checked in for Marcus Smart. And Doncic is subbed in for Austin Reeves. Here's Collier. Back to Jackson. And the rejection by Ayton.
Well, I like that play from Ayton. Stayed connected, disrupting the shot with his length.
Jazz shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
James, the pass to LeBron. And again, the Lakers no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Pass to Kessler. Here's Collier. And here is Markkanen. Fires the three. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Well, I feel for him. He's trying to make a play, but hasn't had an impact this quarter.
Austin Reeves is checked in for the Lakers. And it's Utah's ball. Kessler with the bucket. Kessler's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, you know, this is where Kessler mostly looks to score. Great work inside.
So stand here, we have one of the bright young centers in the NBA, Walker Kessler.
Look, start with this with Walker Kessler, Kevin. A great rim protector. You're just not going to get layups with Walker Kessler on the floor. Then he's an outstanding offensive rebounder, and he's got great hands, which makes him very effective as a roll man in the pick and roll.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he can't hit the second. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
A nice shot by Doncic.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Jackson kicks to Markkanen. Takes the three. Lakers with the rebound. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now, here's Doncic. Last game he had 34 points. Pass to Reeves. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Reeves has got 12 now in this quarter. Austin Reeves Reeves has been on display for the Los Angeles Lakers. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. Back to the action in just a minute.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Freeway Series. I played a bunch of these. It becomes a real rivalry. Of course, when I was out there, we won every time.
Every time?
Every time.
According to the guy talking in my earpiece, Shaq was 37-5 against the Clippers. Dominant, but not undefeated.
Yeah, you lost 5 games.
If you round out off, it's every time.
And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the Utah Jazz.
You can do everything else, but if you don't take care of the boards, well, you know what I'm going to say.
Your goose is cooked? You're in hot water? Any of those?
Where were you born, Ernie?
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in a second. Austin Reeves really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. So for the Lakers right now, the guard pair will be Doncic and Reeves. Andre Ayton out there with James. And it's LaRavia in at the 3, the small forward. Now George, after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Pass to Bailey. And finished off by Bailey.
I like Bailey attacking the rim at that size.
And for the Lakers, their shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. All free throws good from Doncic.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. A walking triple-double threat every night.
George passes to Jackson. Outside, Markkanen. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And the basket is good.
And you know James isn't thinking twice about that shot. Knows he has the green light.
Now, here's Markkanen. He's got 7. George. No good on that one. Nice D from Doncic. Reeves in the corner. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And that one's good. LaRavia. LaRavia's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Markkanen can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage. Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Kessler with the bucket.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Here's Doncic. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
Bailey passes to Markkanen. To the middle. And the rejection by Ayton.
Access there denied by DeAndre Ayton.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter.
Familiar results for him. He can't get anything to go.
Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this game.
And the dunk by James.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Now, here's Markkanen. He's got 7 from deep. George, rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. It's James atop the key and finished off by LeBron.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Reeves outside. Kessler against Doncic. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Oh, nice touch on Luka's mid-range there. The product of a lot of practice time and natural talent.
Off the run, and the rejection by James. And Doncic, here we go. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Markkanen. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
On defense, the Jazz. He had a nice open look right there. Doncic has got 10 points here in the second half.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Picked by Markkanen. Nobody near George. The Jazz with another miss. LeBron outside. Back to Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, boy, he is almost unguardable.
And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Kessler's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, thanks a lot. What Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, quote, I just see what the defense gives me. It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot's going in or not. There's a lot to think about, and then decide. Guys, back to you.
He keeps them guessing. Allie, we thank you very much.
LeBron won't hesitate if he finds a spot he likes behind the arc.
Good on the bucket. Jackson's got 7 points in the game.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
And it's Doncic missing.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Yes, we know Jackson can nail threes, but at his core, he's a guy who wants the ball around the rim.
There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the fore.
Yeah, Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Outside Jackson. Here's Bailey. He's defended by Reed. 6 on the shot clock. George, no good.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
3-pointer, and that's good. Austin Reeves for 3. Reeves has got 22.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Good work there as it goes.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Reeves has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
Now George, after Luka Doncic's 3-pointer that didn't go. George, no good.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
And the dunk by James.
LeBron James.
Oh, big night for LeBron. I mean, what's new?
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. There's a minute 47 left to play in the third. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, look, that's the matchup he wants there. Using his height to shoot that three right over the top.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Los Angeles?
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
Well, it's only his second three of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Here's Sensabaugh. He has yet to score. 5 on the clock. Lets the three fly. And it's Collier missing. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half.
Oh, from ultra close range, Doncic.
The Jazz shooting is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Pass to Sensabaugh. Outside, Markkanen. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Now, here's Doncic. Lets it go with the three. That shot, no good. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. Down low. Here's Filipowski. And the rejection by James.
Now that's how you protect the rim. James timed that one perfectly.
The Jazz making a switch here. Williams has checked in. And the Lakers also making a change. James checked in for Doncic. Williams passes to Filipowski. Collier. No good on the triple. And it's Hachimura in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Hachimura's got 13.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And so it's Los Angeles, holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. George is out there with Collier. Then there's Filipowski. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward. That's the group right now for Utah.
An unselfish young player. If there's a better shot to be had, James is going to find it.
Utah shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. And finished off by Nurkic.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Outside, Smart. Vanderbilt the pass to Hayes. The Lakers moving the ball around. Hachimura, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's Collier missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
It's stolen by Vanderbilt. One-on-one here, and that one's good. Hachimura.
And it's all about getting to the right spot. And
Hachimura did just that in transition.
Pass to Sensabaugh. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
Well, we see this more and more. Big guys who can really shoot it from deep.
Hachimura kicks to James, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Oh, what an answer from James, rising to meet the challenge at the perimeter.
Pass to Nurkic. A rebound by the Lakers.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition. And that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points.
That one drops for him. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. It's Smart with the drive.
Well, Smart is very good at being sudden, at taking off the moment he sees a gap.
And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Pass to Collier. Nurkic, a screen on Smart. To the paint. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by George.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. A three-pointer is right on target. Vanderbilt's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Kleber inside. Working on Nurkic, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And we know Hachimura has a confident personality. You see it there with the rise and fire approach. Nice.
And it's Collier missing. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Pass to George. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
After Filipowski. Here's Collier. And stolen by James. And it's the Lakers on the break. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Oh, nice pass there by James. His teammates really will appreciate his ability to facilitate.
Outside, George. Lets it go from deep. From outside the arc. Pass to Collier. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
James outside. Smart on the wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Utah has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Here's Collier. Misses the 3. LA has gone 4 of 6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far.
And you're starting to see James put it all together right now. He's looking to score every time down the floor.
The Jazz shooting has been just great in the fourth quarter, 54%. Nurkic, a screen on Smart to the inside. And Hachimura with a clear path to the rack. Stolen by Markkanen. pass to Collier. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Can't be that easy for him. Got to body him up down low.
Yeah, they can't let him even get into that space. If he gets good position on the block, it's trouble.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Utah Dancer.
And now it's time for a presentation of the player of the game, LeBron James.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Lakers passing it around. And that one's good, Jimmy.
Assist from Jared Vanderbilt.
And just as players, Greg, have used technology to train, it sounds like officials are now doing the same thing.
Yeah, whether it's the training app on their phones or VR headsets, cameras tracking their positioning on the floor, and even where they're looking, we'll see how much of a... Looking like his old man out there, Bronny James, getting with it.
And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. On the wing, George. No good with the triple.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting for the Lakers, Jared Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt hits them both. Greg, last season, the Lakers exceeded expectations by winning 50 games and finishing third in the West.
They went on quite a run after acquiring Luka Doncic, but they were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And as we know, this is an organization judged on championship success.
Inexcusable defense. You can't let Kessler get established inside like this.
James, the pass to Hachimura. Over Markkanen. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And that's now 20 points here for Rui Hachimura.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LeBron.
Well, his triple-double stat line is evidence of his impact on this game. He was affecting play at all times.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Here's the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Well, Luka, many feel that this team is exceeding expectations. How do you keep this rhythm going?
Yeah, we just got to keep going like that, you know, Don't listen to anybody. Just be ourselves, play as a team, and that's our key.
You got it. Thanks.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, LeBron James.